and I'm thinking of you through this difficult time. So right now I'm going to go through my presentation and show you about ACU and what we offer, and then at the end of that we can have questions later on. So ACU is a very fast growing university. There are 40 universities in Australia, and ACU is medium to large. There are some very large universities with 60 to 70,000 students. We've got about 35,000 students altogether. So we're growing though, we're growing very fast, and we're in a very strong position through these times. So you can see in 2009, we have almost doubled in size in 10 years, and that keeps going. At a glance, I said ACU has about 35,000 students. Most of our students are undergraduate students and with a small postgraduate cohort. We host students from 90 different countries, and the top country of origin is your country, Nepal. It's very popular with Nepalese students. It has been for a long time, and that is because lots of friends and family come on word of mouth recommendation, and you can't get a stronger recommendation than that. We have campuses all over, and I'll tell you about the different campuses later. I should say that ACU is a very Australian university. We have 90% of our students are Australian students, so you will have that experience studying on a very Australian campus. Why choose ACU? We're highly ranked. We're in the top 2% of universities worldwide. So that just happened last year. Before that, we were in the top 3%. So we're improving in our ranking all the time. Affordable education. Now that is very important for you coming from Nepal. We are one of the most affordable universities in Australia. We keep our fees low because we believe that education is for everyone. So I always say to students, before you choose, shop around, have a look, compare the fees at the other universities, and you will see that ACU represents very good value. Other reasons to choose ACU. We're a perfect fit. When you study at ACU, you become part of a community. Our campuses and classes are small in size, so you don't get lost in the crowd. Your lecturers know your name. So when you come to Australia and come to ACU, you won't feel overwhelmed by this massive, scary campus. You'll feel like you're a part of the family. We have international acclaim. We've been recognised by leading international ranking systems for excellent in a number of subjects, including nursing, education, sports science, arts and humanities, clinical health and public health. And most of our research is either at the world-class or above world-class research. Other reasons, work-ready skills. When you study at ACU, you have access to placements, internships and volunteering programs. So you have exposure to the workplace during your studies, so that when you graduate, you are familiar with what it's like to work in Australia. We have networks all over the world, and a lot of our undergraduate students access study abroad and go on international opportunities, such as studying in France or Italy for intensive programs, so that you can be exposed to other cultures. We nurture our students at ACU, and we feel we welcome you very much, and our students feel it, rating us 5 stars for overall experience, learner engagement, and skills development. So when you study at ACU, we set you up with personalised student services and a nurturing campus environment, so you can make the most of your time with us. And you can study anywhere and everywhere. We have 6 beautiful campuses across the east coast of Australia. And you don't have to stay in one campus. You can actually move between campuses and get a different experience in a different city. Here's about our reputation. Okay, in Australia, we are number one provider of graduate teachers. We're also the number 1 provider of graduate nurses. We're top 3 in graduate employment. So that means our students are employed very quickly once they graduate. And we're in top 5 skills development and learner engagement, top 10 in overall satisfaction, top 10 in graduate employer satisfaction, and 5 stars for full-time employment, overall experience, learner engagement, and skills development. In the world, we're in the top 80 universities in the Asia Pacific, top 2% universities in the worldwide, as I said before. Top 50 Gen Y universities, they're young universities, not sandstone universities. And we're the number 1 Catholic university in Asia Pacific, top 10 Catholic universities worldwide, top 100 in sports science, nursing and education worldwide. And we rank 101 out of 2, well, between 101 and 200 for a positive impact on society. We offer scholarships, and I know that's important to you. We have 2 that are in particular available to Nepalese students. One is the International Student Scholarship, and that's open to commencing international undergraduate or postgraduate students. That's a merit-based scholarship, and it's worth 50% of your total tuition fees. So if you're a topper, you can apply for this one. It's a very good scholarship. It's offered twice a year, and we open it in September for February commencements, and we open it in April for June commencements or July commencements. You can find out more on that link. We also have the Global Excellence Scholarship that is for business and IT students only, and it's worth 5,000 Australian dollars per year. That's for every international students commencing. So you don't have to be a topper for that one. Okay, our campuses. We have 2 regional campuses and 4 major city campuses. Our first regional campus is Ballarat. Ballarat is a small city located about 1.5 hours drive from Melbourne in the state of Victoria. Our campus there's about 1,000 students. It's growing in popularity with international students, but we really only offer one course that is of interest to you, and that is our Bachelor of Nursing course. Because it's a small campus, it really only has education and nursing. But you would have a great experience if you studied there. This is a major campus in a large city called Brisbane. Brisbane is in the state of Queensland, which is our northernmost campus. So if you don't like cold weather, you should go to Brisbane. Brisbane campus is on the outskirts of the city. So it's not in the main central business district. It's about half an hour by train outside of the city. And international students have a wonderful experience in Brisbane. The cost of living is a little bit less than the other major cities, but I think you have a lovely time studying there. All of our courses are, or most of our undergraduate courses are offered in Brisbane. Canberra is another regional campus, so another small campus with about 1,000 students. We offer our nursing course there. We offer social work in Canberra, and I know that those are very interesting to you. All of our campuses have great facilities. It doesn't matter which campus you go to, how big the campus is or how small the campus is. We offer excellent facilities for all of our students and our international students. North Sydney, MacKillop campus, this is where the #1 choice for Nepalese students to go to. And I tell you why. We have all of the popular programs on this particular campus. We do have 2 campuses in Sydney, North Sydney and Strathfield. But North Sydney, you can study business, you can study IT, and you can study nursing. So they're all your most popular and favourite courses. This is a downtown campus, so it's very close to the heart of Sydney. In fact, if you walk down to the end of the street, you can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge, so it's very close. Strathfield campus is also in Sydney, but it's more in the suburbs. So it's probably about half an hour by train from the downtown part of Sydney and our North Sydney campus. This is where you can study social work and education if you're interested in being a teacher. Melbourne campus is our largest campus with about 12,000 students, and it is right in the heart of the CBD. It's an extremely modern campus, and all of the courses are offered here that you would be interested in, including public health. The only course we don't have that you like is social work. So you would have to choose Sydney, Canberra or Brisbane for social work. Oh, we don't have IT either. You can only go for Sydney for that one. This is my campus, so I'm particularly proud of this one. And next year, we are opening a 3rd campus in Sydney in Blacktown. Blacktown is about an hour from the main part of Sydney, but it's where a lot of our international students live, particularly students from Nepal. So we're opening in this part of Sydney, and Sydney's a huge, big city, so that you don't have to travel too far if you don't want to. So we're going to offer nursing, and we're going to offer public health and also business at this campus. So next year we're having an interim campus, so we're using some already built facilities, but we are building a permanent campus, which will be open in another 2 years. So you'll have 3 choices in Sydney to study. Our study areas, okay. We have 4 faculties and a wide range of disciplines. So I'm not going to go through every course in detail because you can find out more about that on our website, but you can see here where our disciplines are. We pretty much have everything, but we don't have engineering. So we're not a technical university as such. I call us a soft university. So if you want to go for engineering, you go to a technical university, but you can go to ACU for courses that are designed to help people. And you can see there, allied health, arts, education, social sciences, humanities, disability, law, nursing, nutrition, biomedical science, psychology. All of these courses are based on our foundation and our mission of helping people and giving education to help people, right? So if you're that sort of a person, you'll love ACU. I'm putting here our academic entry requirements for Nepal. So if you want to come for an undergraduate course, that is a bachelor course, at the moment, we can accept Nepalese Year 12 as long as you're getting a GPA of 3 into our programs that do not lead to professional registration, that is nursing or education. So if you're doing Nepalese Year 12 and you've got very good results, you can start a business course or a public health course, but not a nursing course directly. That's at the moment, that is under review. So I might have some good news for 2021 that you can start in all courses from your Nepalese Year 12, so long as you get a GPA of 3. So what if you don't get a GPA of 3? You can go through a pathway program. So you can go through a diploma leading to the bachelor degree, or the TPP, Tertiary Preparation Program, which leads into health sciences. So let's say if you're wanting to do a nursing program, you can go into the TPP with a GPA of 2.4, or if you wanted to do a business program and you didn't get a GPA of 3 and you got a GPA of 2.6, you could go direct. You have to go through the diploma program. If you didn't get either 2.4 or 2.6 in your +2, you can go into our foundation studies year. So there's a few options there. That's our academic entry requirements. We also recognise A-levels, GEDs, that's only for our pathways, and the Nepalese Proficiency Certificate. For postgraduate, if you want to enter a postgraduate course, you must have completed a 4-year degree in Nepal successfully. That means 50%. I'm sure you'll have questions about the academic entry requirements because they're quite complicated, but the people at Education Planet certainly know the way around those, and we can also have a question and answers after this. English language entry requirements, they vary for different programs. So again, go online and have a look. But basically, we recognise IELTS, TOEFL, internet-based TOEFL, PTE, CAE. We also have an option for you to come to Australia and do EAP, English for academic purposes. And then there's a direct entry option into most of our programs. I mentioned before our pathway programs. So if you don't meet the entry requirement for the bachelor directly, you can go through either English for academic purposes, tertiary preparation program, or foundation studies, or our diploma programs. The good thing about our diploma programs is that they are 1-year programs, and after you've completed those, you can go into the 2nd year of the bachelor degree. That is not the case with the TPP or the foundation. They are 1-year programs, and then after those, you go into the 1st year of the bachelor degree. So diploma is 1+2 and TPP is 1+3. To end my presentation, I'm going to show you a testimonial from Cyan from Nepal, who studied a Bachelor of Information Technology. And he says, my university experience was one of the best things. I came across wonderful people and most of all an atmosphere which always welcomed me with open arms, recognised hard work and gave me a quality education. So we have lots of success stories from our Nepalese students. They're out there working in IT, working in nursing. I'm sure you know some people that have been to ACU and had a great time. I hope I can welcome you to ACU in 2021 to start your course and meet some of you then. So that's all from me today, but I'm going to be here to answer your questions. So fire away. And I think we're back to Nyan for a quiz. Is that right? Thank
yes.
you.
Yes. Now would like to run the quiz sessions as well, and also would like to take the questions as well, so that Louise and we can help the students about the queries. If you have any questions, you can write on the chat box, or you can ask face to face as well. And Sabine, can you please run the quizzes now, and then we can go ahead?
Yes, sir, I'll do that. Please.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I think someone wants to have a questions. Yeah. Anyway, we can go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Savin Chetri from Education Planet. I'll be sharing a quiz, a Google Sheet to you everyone, and I request everyone to please participate in this quiz. We have a small gift hamper with the same quiz. After we'll be announcing after within this period of time, within this Q&A session. If anyone have a questions regarding ACU Australian education, you can ask to Louise. Louise is there, who is a very good counselor to everyone. She could give a good genuine answers regarding all the issues to you all. Thank you very much. I hope for the good Q&A sessions now.
There are some questions in the chat box. Shall I answer those?
Yes. I think the questions from Pravesh Arial. He's asked about what are the criteria for scholarship or master's degree, and also he asked, like, do you have a master's degree in agriculture?
Hello, Pravesh, and thank you for your question. I can say we do not have a master's degree in agriculture. I'm sorry about that. But if you're interested in the 50% scholarship, the International Student Scholarship, students need to have a minimum of 80% in their previous qualification to be considered. Okay, so it's really for toppers.
Yeah.
But students from Nepal get these scholarships, don't worry.
Yes.
Because you get very good results in your undergraduate degrees.
Yeah.
You know, some students getting 97% or about 3.9 GPA out of 4.
Yeah. If someone has a questions, you can raise your hands as well. Then we can give you your turn to ask the questions. Then we'll answer your queries as well. And also, Sabine, can you check the Facebook? I think we might have received the question from Facebook as well.
Yeah, I'm doing that, Nancy. I'll do that.
There's a question from Sumi Lama,
Ravi,
and that person wants to know
sure.
Sumi wants to know the fees for social work, and I am just looking that up. Just give me 1 second. I can't find it. Oh, okay. So the Master of Social Work is Australian dollars 23,400. Someone can work that out in lakh rupees for you. So the Master of Social Work 23,400, and the Bachelor is also the same price. What else are we asked?
Yeah, there is a questions from Minu. She asks about do you have a scholarship for MPH, public health?
Not just for, we don't have a scholarship for MPH just on its own, but we have the International Student Scholarship. So the one that I mentioned before, which is merit-based, 50% of total tuition fees. That scholarship is available for all courses and all students.
Rachana asks about, do you have a master's programs on health? Like, master's degree in health. Yeah.
We do have a Master of Management and Leadership in Healthcare. So that is a 2-year course based in our Sydney campus. That's really for people that have, that want to work in hospitals in a management position, that sort of thing, or in clinics in a management position.
Okay.
As opposed to Master of Public Health. Public health is a completely different industry.
The questions from Subhas. I'm looking for bachelor in civil engineering. Is there any scholarship for that?
I don't have any engineering courses, Subash.
Yeah. And also questions from Lucas. Is there a Masters of Construction Project Management available?
Oh, no, don't have that either. Remember I said in my presentation, ACU has courses, it's a soft university. It's not a technical university. We don't have engineering and construction management, anything like that. It's more about people.
Yeah, Pankaj, obviously we do have a scholarship program, master's programs on your AES. So we have, and we'll definitely get in touch with you later on. And also the questions from Uttam. I think someone wants to ask the face-to-face question, right? No.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. So Uttam said, like, what percentage of GPA is necessary to get the scholarship or admission in master's degree?
Okay, if you want to do a master's degree at ACU, you need to have completed your degree in Nepal. It needs to be a 4-year degree. 50% is, in our minds, in our eyes, a successful completion. So if you're getting 50%, you can enter the master's, but if you want to qualify to be considered for a scholarship, you need to get 80%. That's for the 50% scholarship. If you're wanting to study IT or business, as long as you get accepted into the course, you will get the Global Excellence Scholarship, which is worth 5,000 Australian dollars per year.
Okay. Yeah, Provis again asked, like, how much amount we can get a scholarship if we have that qualifications, like he met the requirements for the scholarship for master degree.
Subhash, he's got 82%. Is that the one you're referring to?
No, it's a Pravesh.
Pravesh?
Yeah.
I can't see. Sorry, can you repeat the question, Nayan?
He said that if he meets the requirements, then how much the scholarship he will get in master degree?
50% of the total tuition fees.
Yes, 50%, yeah.
It's a very good scholarship.
Yeah, there are a lot of...
You need to be good.
There are a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions about scholarship. I think you should.
That's okay.
Scholarship.
Fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you repeat the scholarship? Yes.
Hello, Louise. I'm Krishma here.
Hello, Krishma.
How are you?
I'm very well. Nice to see you.
Okay. Thank you. Same here. So I just wanted to share that we got most of the questions about the scholarship. So can you please tell us about the detailed information about the scholarship that ASU has? You already mentioned about that, we know about, even though that once again, can you please tell us about the international student, and you have 5,000 scholarship for business and IT. So it will be helpful all of these students if you.
Okay, you just want me to clarify about the scholarships?
Yes.
Right?
You can repeat.
Okay.
That would be good for newcomers.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, so we have two scholarships that are available to you. The first one is called the Global Excellence Scholarship. That is available to all students commencing either a bachelor or master's degree in IT or business. And that is to the value of 5,000 Australian dollars per year. It's automatically applied. So if your course is a 3-year course, it'd be worth 15,000. If your course is a 2-year course, like a master's, it will be worth 10,000. Okay, that's automatic. All you have to do is commence a business or IT course. The other scholarship is called the International Student Scholarship. That is worth 50% of your total tuition fees. So if your total tuition fees are $90,000, it is worth $45,000. If your total tuition fees is $50,000, it is worth $25,000. This scholarship, the International Student Scholarship, is awarded based on merit. So to be considered for this scholarship, you need to be a commencing student and you need to have achieved 80% minimum to be considered. 80% does not guarantee you will be awarded the scholarship because there are limited numbers. So you really have to be a very good student to be awarded this scholarship, usually around 95% and above. Okay? It just depends on how many people apply for it and who you're up against, because we rank the applications every year. So if there are 50 applications, there are 20 scholarships. So the top 20 will get those scholarships. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is.
Thank you.
Luis, now we have a question in our Facebook. Like Mr.
Yep.
Rajendra Roka has advised. My PT is going to expire in December 2020. Is it possible for me to apply for MBA anytime soon? Which intake would be? That's the question from Mr. Rajendra Roka.
Rajendra, you will have to do another PTE before you can enroll in the course, unfortunately. Sorry, this COVID time has caused some problems like this, but we have been asked this question before, if to accept expired English language results because of COVID, and we have decided against that.
Okay, that means like you are not accepting. Yeah. Okay. You can go ahead.
Okay, and besides that, it's all about this present condition is going on. When Australia will open its border for international students?
If I had the crystal ball, I'll be able to tell you. I don't know. On the positive side of that, the federal government in Australia is talking about opening the borders for international students. But how it works, we don't know yet. Because at the moment, only Australian citizens and their immediate families can come into the country. And everyone is sent to a hotel to quarantine for 2 weeks. Everyone, no one can go into the community. And at the moment, the government is footing the bill for that because that's for Australian citizens. And so we don't know how that will work for international students. Certainly the government wants international students back to be able to come back as soon as possible. We think the borders will open probably in September for international students, but there is talk about small numbers of international students being able to come into the Canberra universities in July. The reason, and that's just a pilot program, but we've got to, are we going to charter a flight? How are we going to, it's all it's all about how at the moment, as well as when. But be assured, I would say that definitely students will be able to come for the February 2021 intake.
Okay.
So
Thank you very much, Liz.
a lot of universities are allowing students to start their courses online for July if should they wish to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question, and other question from Manjari Pandey: is Duolingo test is accepted? Because everyone has placed the question, so I want every questions to be answered. So just giving the question to you.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, Sabine?
Manjari Pandey is there. Miss Manjari Pandey, is Duolingo test is accepted?
Oh, Duolingo, no.
Okay.
That is not accepted for entry into our degree programs. So we have IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, and CAE. The IELTS indicator is accepted and the TOEFL at home. Or is that the other way around? IELTS at home and TOEFL indicator. Do you have those?
Okay. Thank you, Luis.
These
were the questions coming up in the Facebook. So just I kept it. I think Mr. Rajendra Roka, Manjari Pandey, and Amit Shah, they got their answer from Luis.
Okay.
Thank you, people, for your questions.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luis, for your answer.
I might just give everyone an idea about what's happening in Australia in this COVID time as well. And we are coming out of lockdown and our restrictions have been eased recently. So we were in lockdown from, depending on which part of Australia you're in, from sort of 6 to 8 weeks, I guess. People were still, essential workers were still able to go to work, but and schools were open in some states, but not in others. And so it varied a little bit, but as we are, can go to restaurants now, we can do things like that. We can go, next week we'll be allowed to go to the gym, and maybe the cinema will open as well. Social distancing is still very important. That's the main thing. But we have done extremely well because we shut down very early. So there are only maybe 100 or so active cases in Australia now, and there's only been 102 deaths. So it's been managed very well. So you know that when you come to Australia, it's a good, safe place in terms of COVID.
Luis, there is a question from Pravesh. He's asking that if he's eligible for a scholarship and he start the course, and if he would take the break for 6 months, like in the between the course, then again he start for the next semesters. Will he is eligible for the scholarship? Like if we break the courses in one semesters, will still a scholarship continue, or it will be? Yeah.
Well, that would depend on why you broke the course, why you went we call it interruption to studies. So if it was for compassionate reasons, you had to return home or something like that, yes. Then we would keep paying your scholarship so long as you're successfully completing your subjects. But if you were studying in Australia and you just wanted to have a break, you can't do that. You have to be studying full time all the time. So yeah, unless there's compassionate reasons, I would say the answer to that is no.
Yeah. There is a question from Raj. He said that what is the new courses added in Australian Catholic University?
Raj, I haven't got any new courses at the moment. So
that's fine. Okay. All right. The Pravit has answered.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, hello.
I have one question from Easton. So it's about the support from the ACU. So
Yeah.
what's the support ACU is doing to the Easton in this lockdown period? or in this COVID-19 in Australia?
Okay, there's a lot of universities have different support. ACU has, we're giving it's what we're calling a hardship loan. It's $4,000 interest-free loan to international students. We're also giving an emergency fund, which is $300 to international students. So that's that one's easy to get. That's just an emergency fund, whereas the hardship loan, you need to qualify for that one. As well, different states, so New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, they are also giving funding to international students. So there's a lot of different funding. A lot of agents, agents that have got offices in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, they are giving food vouchers. There's a lot of free food. A lot of restaurants are giving free food to international students as well. I know on our campus in Melbourne, where I'm based, that students can come and get meals and that have been given out by campus ministry and that sort of thing. At ACU, we're very concerned for the welfare of our international students, and our international student advisors have contacted every single international student by telephone to see how they're going and what we can do to help.
Okay.
So our campuses have been open the whole time through this crisis, even though classes are online. So students can go and access all of the libraries, the counselling, all of the support services have been available as well. But yeah, we've made sure that everyone's been contacted.
Luis?
Yeah.
Okay, I have one question from in Facebook from Mr. Ananda Adhikari. I have completed BVA in September 2019, bachelor, with CGPA 3.5, equivalent to 81%.
Yeah.
I am planning to study MSc in economics. How much I need to score in PTE?
Okay, well, a master's degree for PTE would be I think it's around 56 in PTE.
Okay,
We've
and
yes.
And what is the minimum requirement, and how much scholarship you provide? This is the question. Like
the minimum requirement for the scholarship, 80% is the minimum required to be considered for the 50% scholarship. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, there was a scholarship regarding the scholarship minimum PT score you talked about, and minimum requirement is there. Okay.
Okay.
I think Mr. Ananda has got his answer.
Good.
If you have any question in Facebook live, please post a comment so that I can place it to Miss Louise to answer your question. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, Louise.
So Louise, I used to get questions from the students like, what is the IELTS requirements for Masters of Social Work for ACU?
Okay, it's overall 7, each band 7.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, so
any other questions? I'm happy to answer. Yes.
Hello. Yeah. Hi. This is Binit. How are you?
I'm good. Hello.
Yeah, I'm from Chiton branch.
Nice to meet you, Binit.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much. And just now, Sobin Chhetri sir just mentioned about Anand Adhikari's query that he mentioned in Facebook live session. I guess he needs to get more a bit exact information regarding his queries, because what he's mentioning is that he scored 3.5 in bachelor's in business administration, that is equivalent to 81. And what he wants to know is that he wants to know about how much scholarship will he get from ACU if he applies for masters in economics.
Well, we don't have a Master of Economics. So, but if he applied for an MBA or a Master of Business Administration, for instance, he would be eligible for the $5,000 Global Excellence Scholarship. So it's $5,000 per year. He could also be eligible. He's also could be considered for the International Student Scholarship because he has above 81%, but that is not guaranteed. The
I hope
Global
Anandaji
Excellence
got
Scholarship
his
is.
answer now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now I think we have almost completed our Q&A sessions. Now time for our quiz to reveal.
Sorry for interrupting. I
Okay.
have another questions again.
Yes, Karishma.
So, Luis, how about the percentage for PG, right, postgraduate? If the student wants to go for the masters as general percentage or general GPA, you need.
Okay, if you're completing a degree in Nepal, it needs to be a 4-year degree and 50% is successful completion. That is enough to go into an MBA or an MPA. It's a little bit higher if you want to do a Master of Public Health and probably social work as well. So it does depend on the course that the student wants to do.
Okay.
Okay, Luis, what about underage students? Do you accept underage students' application?
Only for foundation studies, Nayan.
Oh,
So if you're between over 17, you can go for foundation studies.
Okay, great. And the accommodations will be arranged by ACU itself, or they can actually go to their relatives, like if they meet the requirements for the guardianship, they can go to their guardianships as well, right?
Well, guardians need to be close relatives.
Yes.
Yes. But otherwise we make the arrangements.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should publish the results now. Then we can, if we have a last minute questions, then we can go ahead. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking after the final list of the winners. Just
Good luck, everyone.
Just I need 3 minutes more for that, and we'll give the final result. In that period, if you have any questions, we can communicate on that.
Yeah. In 3 minutes time, we can discuss about the other products and any information that our students want to know.
Okay. Well, I might just recap about ACU, and just remember, you can ACU is a very caring university. And all of our courses are about caring and nurturing for people, you know, things like nursing and education and psychology, and all of those sorts of courses are there. You can choose between 5 different cities to study. You can choose Brisbane, Sydney, Ballarat, Canberra, and Melbourne. So if you want a regional city, we have two campuses in regional cities. If your friends and relatives are in Brisbane, by all means go there. So I always say to students, you choose where you have some friends and relatives first, because they are going to take away a lot of worry and stress, because you will have someone there when you arrive. So there's a lot of options at ACU for you in terms of campuses, in terms of courses, and remember our fees are very reasonable.
Okay. Yeah, Luis, sometimes students ask, like, if they go to Sydney campus, but later on they want to go to Melbourne or some other places, then how easy to transfer their course from one campus to another?
You can transfer campus at the end of semester, so you can apply to transfer. Yeah. But if the course is the Bachelor of Nursing, which is the most popular course at ACU, particularly for Nepalese students, it's difficult to transfer.
Okay.
So because the courses are at capacity. Any other course, no problem. With the Bachelor of Nursing, I would say it's almost impossible. So
Mhm.
sometimes students arrive in, let's say, Melbourne, and to start their Bachelor of Nursing and say, but I want to go to Sydney. I want to go to Sydney because my friends are there. You know, they think that we're going to say yes because they've arrived in Australia. Well, we can't. We haven't got any spots. Sorry. Yeah.
And do you have any scholarship for regional campus, like other universities? No.
No, but there is a scholarship to study. It's a kind of a government scholarship. I should find out more about this actually, and to study in Ballarat. So I'll find out about that and let you know by email.
Yeah, sure. That's all right.
Yeah. There certainly were some this year, but I don't know for the future. So I'll find out.
Yeah, sure.
So I have another inquiries about the BN. Actually, at ECU, in Nepal, actually, Bachelor of Nursing at ECU is very popular here. So, so for the BN, do you take +2 student or PCL student? Do you take both students, or do you take only PCL or +2?
We take PCL students directly into the bachelor degree, provided that they meet the English language entry requirements. So if you have a PCL in nursing, you can enter the Bachelor of Nursing with an IELTS 7 overall and 7 in each band, and you will receive 4 subjects credit from your PCL. So instead of having to study 24 subjects, you only need to study 20 subjects over 3 years. So it's still 3 years, but less subjects inside. And that's also a saving of about $14,000 because you don't have to study those subjects. From +2, Nepalese +2, it's not possible to enter the Bachelor of Nursing directly because this course leads to registration. We do accept Nepalese +2 for courses such as business and IT, so long as you have a GPA of 3, but not for nursing. This might change very soon, and I'll keep you updated about that.
Yeah.
Because now Nepalese Year 12 is recognised by the Australian government as equivalent to Australian Year 12. So we're just working through that at the moment. Hopefully I'll have an answer very soon.
That's great. Thank you, Louise.
You're welcome.
Louis, we have one question again.
Yes.
It's also related to the nursing one. Miss
Yeah.
Sapana Gauchan has placed the question. Hi, I have completed PCL nursing. How much PT score I need for the Bachelor of Nursing program?
Hello. The PT score, well, it's the equivalent to IELTS 7. We've just revised our PTE scores and we've revised them down. They were too high. And I don't know off the top of my head. Hang on a tick. No. I think I can't find it.
It's 7 by 7 in IELTS comparison to PT is 65 to 72.
Yes. Well, again, I will need to advise you of that. Sorry, I don't have that information. If we go on the website, if you go on the website, you'll find the most up to date.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So
now,
I would like to. I'd like to give information to our students and parents about our office opening. So actually, ePlanet is opening from today onwards, partially with the limited stops in all cities. If you have any queries and concerns, you can contact us. Actually, we maintain a social distancing and others formalities actually published by the governments. So you don't need to worry. You can, if you want, you can come to our office and get the information as well. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you, Renza. Thank you very much for your information. Now, I would like to announce the winner of today's quiz. Winner is Subhas Shrestha. Mr. Subhas, thank you very much for participation and congratulations. And
Congratulations.
we have a runner-up, Ms. Lakshmi Shrestha. Thank you, Lakshmi. We will contact you within half an hour and share your gift with you. Thank you very much.
All right, I think we have done a lot, and thank you very much for Luis for your time during these difficult situations. And you have given a lot of questions, answers to our students and us, and it is very much clear about the ACU and ASU products like services. And would like to thank you all for joining the students and keep with us for a long time, for 1 hour. And if you have any questions and queries apart from this, you can ask us through the phone and Facebook as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for ePlanet team. Thank you, Luis. Thank you all, and have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you, everyone. It was a
Thank you,
pleasure
everyone.
talking to
Thank
you
you.
all. And thank you, ePlanet, once again for hosting this. Good luck,
Thank you,
everyone, with your study plans.
Yes.
Thank you, Luis, for your wonderful time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you so much for your
My pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, stay safe. Bye.